Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. I am joined today again with my good friend Charles Warren. I ain't never gonna remember which one is me and which one is online. But
Instagram is the Charles Warren. YouTube is Charles Warren Online.
okay, good shout out. It's Kiss My Cheeks TV everywhere. And we are here to talk about the robbery that
Right.
Paramount Plus had the dare to film and put on streaming television. So it's a crime. We were witness to the crime, and we are here to talk about the facts that we have seen. Let's jump right into episode 4 of RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 4. No, All Stars 6, episode 4. It opens with the vote count, and we love a good vote count. We see that the votes, oh, you have to turn it off. I have a friend here listening to the live, but she don't want to be on camera. But they see your hand. But but anyway, so the vote was a lot closer than I thought it would be. The vote was 6-4. Akira got 4 votes. Of course, one was Silky, but I believe the other 3 were Raja, Ginger, and Eureka. Eureka was one,
Yeah,
I
Eureka,
believe,
Raja,
and
and
Ginger.
Ginger, and somebody else.
They and
Mm,
Silky, but Silky
Silky.
is on. They immediately owned up to their vote, which okay, I did not like some of their reasons, but what did you think about that 4-6 vote?
I think Jan should have went home. Let's spill the tea. I think
Let's start right there. Right. She should
Jan
not
should
even
have
have been
been
here. Right.
right. Jan should have been the one hitting the door. But I do blame Akira for putting herself and Silky in the bottom two. It was
She
her
put
that
them
said
at risk.
it's between
Yes.
us two. Um,
No.
but I do think Akira is a better all around queen than Silky.
Mm.
Even though
Yeah,
Silky's looks have been great this season,
they
Silky
have
was
been
on
great, but I agree. Akira is her record was better. I didn't like how they was like, "Oh, we voted for you, Akira, because Silky's church playing whatever her talent show was so great." And I was like, "Really? She should have
yes.
been in the bottom for that." What do you mean? I feel like if Akira and Silky could have been together and got Raja and Scarlett to all 4 of them vote Jan, Jan would have been gone. And we would not have to witness this crime on our television. But that didn't happen. Trinity ended up picking Silky as well. Who cares? Let's get into this episode. This week, I was very excited for. It was a Super Bowl halftime performances, and I was like, "Oh, this is going to be great." And Rue says apparently all the queens got to pick who they wanted to perform. I don't believe that. I believe they got a choice of A or B, and maybe they got to pick A or B, but I don't believe all of them chose to pick the people that they chose.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was probably like a approved licensing list because
Hmm.
to use somebody's likeness, music, and all those things, you have to have their approval. Um, and yeah, some of the choices were just bogus. So I believe there was probably a list.
There was a list, and let's just go through it. It's nothing else I really want to talk about in the workroom. No mirror moments. I personally just want to jump right in to the meat and
Let's
potatoes of the
let's
episode.
do it.
This is reason number one why I feel like there was a robbery on our television screen, a crime on Paramount Plus, and the delusions of the judges. I believe it all started right here with RuPaul's wig.
That wig, that
That wig
hairline.
was a fool. So when you come out with your wig being a fool, everything else that follows is probably a fool.
Yeah, Delta Work deserved to be fired for this one. Sorry, Delta.
Delta
That was
did
not
that.
that. Yeah, Delta's her hairstylist. So I'm like, girl, that one right there. And why didn't Raven say, baby, maybe let's do, because
Maybe put a
Raven does
bang
the
over that.
face,
Right.
right? Because while Raven does the face, Delta does the hair. I don't know.
I didn't even show the back of the wig. The back of the wig is even worse. I don't know what this look was going for, but once I saw this wig, I should have known foolishness was going to follow. I should have known it was going to follow. Let's
The
jump into the
foolery.
performances. Up first, we had
Uh,
Ginger Midge doing Fergie and doing Fergie all wrong. All wrong. She
I
didn't
don't
even look like
remember.
Fergie.
I don't remember Fergie performing at the Super Bowl. Was that just me, or
She
does
might have
anybody else?
performed with the Black Eyed Peas. I don't recall. I don't
I don't. I don't.
recall.
I don't remember because
If she did, it wasn't a performance like an iconic performance because we don't
right.
remember it. Ginger was very stiff. You could clearly see her counting her steps in her head. And I thought the performance was a chop. If we're doing chops,
Oh,
she's
chop,
chopped.
chop,
She's
completely.
gone. Up next, we have who is this? Michelle
You,
Visage's favorite artist, Madonna.
Madonna.
Just because you put on a Madonna costume does not mean you were doing Madonna. Eureka's song says, I want to dance, dance, I want to dance, dance. And she did not hit a single two step. She literally did some kind of Asian thing with her fingers back and forth. And that was all she did.
But that's
And
what
she
Madonna
landed in
did
the
at
top
the.
for that.
Madonna did that at the Super Bowl. This back. Madonna's not a great
She didn't do
dancer
that the whole
either.
time. She didn't do that the whole time. And she get a high kick like she was on the Dallas Cowboys line. I ain't never seen Madonna do a high kick.
Yeah, not at
This
this.
performance was not Madonna, and she was in the top for it.
To me, this was a safe performance.
Eureka was in my bottom.
Compared, I would give her tens, but it was not phenomenal. But I would give her tens
Chopped.
compared to the others.
Compared to what else?
to,
What else?
to
She's chopped.
Ginger.
Ginger is chopped too. But let's move on to a safe performance. You really can't do Diana Ross wrong. I mean, you just jump
You
around with your big
can.
hair. I mean, you can, but Raja didn't. It wasn't, I didn't feel like she picked someone that would have a winning performance. Like,
This is Rue's favorite artist, so it
it
was.
doesn't matter. They didn't give her anything to work with.
Yeah,
Anybody could have did what Raja did, but Raja did a good job. She gets a 10,
I'll give
but
her
that's
tens as
it.
well. Tens as
That's it.
well.
Up next, the person who went home, Yara. I lived for Yara. I thought Yara was shaking her hips. I thought she was belly rolling. Yes, her face was not the most exciting, but her body was. I thought Yara did a great job.
Okay, so I would have to chop Yara. I feel like she would have been, for me, she would have been safe, but in the bottom of the safe girls. Um, she was not lip singing. So that was the big takeaway from this because it was supposed to be like a lip sync show out, showcase.
Hmm.
And she didn't give us that. Now the body is snatched, as we
The
know.
body was snatched. The wig
But
was Shakira.
and the makeup is Yara. Like we could at least got
It was Yara's makeup, but
a
she
fishy
didn't
Shakira
deserve to go
face.
home for this. She didn't deserve to be in the bottom for this. For me, she
No,
gets
she
a
would have been
10.
safe, but it's a bottom safe, so chop.
There you go. We have someone in the comments that said Eureka just did her two kicks and she was done. And so they agree with me. That's all she did. And Madonna doesn't do two kicks.
Right. But compared to Yara, at least she lip synced. That was the challenge. The challenge was lip sync.
Compared to Yara, at least Yara danced. Yara gave me a hat. She had fans and everything. Eureka did nothing but this. No, forget all of everything. Eureka was a chop. Yara got a 10 from me. Now this person was also a
Chop.
chop for me
Chop.
in her Shark Tales.
Clear chop.
She was not Katy Perry. Katy Perry is not known for dancing, but Scarlett, bless her heart, she should have did this.
Yeah, to me, this was a bottom performance, and
She should have been in the bottom.
but she looked good in her runway, so that may have gotten her over the
That
hump.
yeah, that
I
might have
don't
saved her. I don't know, but mm. Well,
forgettable.
the comments are saying that Katy Perry was okay. I mean, it was okay, but she still was a chop.
No, it won't.
Like
Okay, it was
this
bad, child.
episode was a phone scrolling episode. Like nothing kept my attention
I was just waiting
until
for
we.
Trinity to come out. I was just like, "Where's Trinity? Where
Right,
is
where's
she? Got me?
Beyonce?
Where's
Where's
Trinity?"
Beyonce? Rex, I know you liked the Katy Perry. She was saved. I wouldn't have sent Scarlett home. She was not a bottom to go home, but I think a lot of other people did better than Scarlett. But let's move on to who's next. We have
Oh,
this isn't a great picture of what she did with Steven Tyler, but I thought Kylie
tens,
did an excellent
tens.
job. I watched this twice. She definitely gets a 10. She embodied the character. Like she was Steven Tyler. She even had the lip, is the
Hmm.
way he does his lips. Perfect. She had his mannerism. This is a lip sync. A lip sync is more than a boom cat, a two step, a dip, a split. It's
This.
about more than this. It's about being the character that you're supposed to be portraying. And Kylie gave me that.
Yes, for me, she's top two. Not number
Yes,
one, but she's top two for me. So I would give her
she's
tens across
definitely
the
better
board,
than Jan.
and
For
I
me,
liked
that
her runway look. So
yeah, we don't get to the runway. They said her makeup could have been more intense. I don't know. I thought she did good for as feminine. I mean, she is a woman. Don't say no wrong. But for Kylie to be so female, she did a great job transferring into a drag king. So I thought she did a great job with her makeup.
well, okay. Going off of that comment, Sonique has a lot of work done to her face, so she could have gave a little deeper contour to give Skeletor in the face. I get that.
Oh,
Um,
because Steven Tyler's face is more.
yes, more
I can
defined.
see that. Okay, yes,
But
I can see
she's a
that.
little too blended. She's giving soft and feminine in the face. So that's I think that's what they're trying to say.
Okay, I will agree with that comment. Up next is the winner of the challenge, and to me, this is the only Gaga thing she did. Gaga doesn't twitch like uncontrollably. Like
Hmm.
Gaga is quirky, but all of her quirks are in control. I did not like Jan at all. At all. I didn't think she looked like Gaga. I
I
don't want to
think
talk about Jan.
I think Jan is how can I be PC about it? I believe that Jan is a fan favorite, but
Really?
I think oh yes, that's the only reason she's back, not for her talent. But I believe she lacks the like when you watch her dancing, you can tell she's counting, and
Yes.
she hits dance moves so
She hits it
hard.
way too hard.
It's like very robotic. Like okay, I get it. Gaga is very choreographed, like you were saying. When Gaga does a twitch, it's choreographed twitches. It's not like she's this robotic psychopath or something.
Right? She's not like
Right.
it's I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling it. I definitely don't feel a win. Jan was not horrible. I'm not gonna take everything away from
She's
her,
safe
but
for me.
it was safe. It was safe.
It was a safe performance. It was not great.
And Rex summed it up. He said Jan and Trinity were both good, but Trinity tipped it. But the producers wanted to give Jan her redemption. I hate when it's overly produced. I hate overly produced shows. Like, let it happen. Trinity deserved to have two wins. Jan, you just have to come back another day. Try again another day. but today wasn't your day. Up next is Akira doing Prince.
Chop.
I like it was a chop. It was Akira, I'm sorry, it was a chop, but it wasn't a bottom two chop for me. I thought Akira had some of Prince mannerisms, but she just doesn't look like Prince. Like I didn't. She looks more like when Kennedy did Little Richard. That's the look it gave me. It gave me more when Kennedy did that. Prince is a lot more smooth and cool, and Trinity. I mean, who was this? Akira was doing a little bit too much.
You don't even know the girl name. Who is this?
I,
Which
you
one
know,
is
I
this?
get my names tongue twisted and tongue tied. But what do you think about Akira? I know you said Chop.
Chop. This would be my performer in the bottom two. To me, it would have been her and Ginger in the bottom two, and either queen. It could have been a double sachet away for me.
Mm-mm.
Um,
I would have put Eureka down there before her.
no, no way.
I'm
There's
telling you,
no way.
nobody.
Eureka
Eureka
was
is
worse
my
than
alternate
this.
bottom person of the week.
No
You
way.
don't get to be in the top for doing this. I'm
Well,
never ever gonna get over that.
you don't do it either. Looking like this, this face,
So you
those
get it for
dance
the costume,
moves.
and then you
It
talk.
was
We
trash.
haven't
It was
got to the
bad.
runway yet, but her runway should have saved her. We gonna add in runways like we did for
And
somebody else.
Prince is not a blue and orange type of gal. I don't
He
know
isn't. I
where
was
it is.
saying that to my friend. That Prince wouldn't have wore those colors. She should have just
Mm-mm.
went all purple. But let's move on to the next person. This chop just for
Chop.
doing Cheryl Cannon. Like Cheryl Cannon is not a Super
Carol
Bowl
Channing,
performer.
I
Whatever her
think.
name is, Cheryl, Carol. I don't care.
Carol.
You've done this before on
You
the
gotta be saying
show.
it wrong.
Carol Channing, right?
Yeah.
Carol
Right, I think
Channing.
so.
I don't care if she did the very first Super Bowl halftime performance ever. It's not entertaining. That was what 50 years ago.
During segregation. Was
I
that
don't care.
was
I don't know when it was, but this was
maybe
not entertaining. This
they
was
had
the
limited
ultimate chop.
performers.
She barely did a two-step either.
Well,
Like
Carol Channing don't dance, does she?
that. So what you doing up here?
A
Why is she a
comedy.
pick?
It was supposed to
No,
be like
no, ma'am, no. Mm-mm. Let me see. Early 70s. Okay, Carol was in the early 70s. That was 50 years ago. Like I said, no, she. Mm-mm. Let's move on. Let's move on because this is the winner of the challenge for
clearly.
me, point blank and
Clearly.
period. Trinity did Beyonce. She came out there and showed every lady in the competition what a Super Bowl performance looks like in a drag competition. You show up, you do your moves, you give me energy, you give me your character, and you do it at the highest level. Trinity won this challenge, hands down.
Yeah, I completely agree. When it comes to the dancing, I know Trinity does Beyonce every other week in real life, but she needs to be awarded for that. Right. That
Right.
can't be like a, oh, you do this, so you're going to be good. She does it. She studied it. She killed it. Give
And
her
she
her
did
win.
good here.
Right. Because
How
she had
many
the most to
times
lose.
does
She had the most to
Jan
lose.
say she do Lady Gaga all the time? Lady Gaga is her twin spirit, whatever she said.
But Jan claims, okay, let's not talk about Jan. 'Cause I could go in about Jan, but she claims a lot of things all the time.
All I'm saying is, how can you watch this performance and say, "Oh, Jen, your Gaga was better than Beyonce"? Never, ever, not even in real life.
I told you it was a fan favorite pick. Didn't I tell you this?
You said I
Let
was
me
gonna
say
be
it.
upset.
So
You said
the
it was a
main
fan
fan
favorite.
base, the main fan base for Drag Race are the Caucasian gays. The white gays love them some Jan. She is only relevant because they think she was robbed her first season. Now,
And I
I
didn't
think
think that.
me either. But I think, like you said, this was a pick to give her some type of redemption arc, I guess. Thinking that the fan base would scream and shout in the clubs that Jan finally gets a win because it's time for Jan to actually go to the crib, to be honest.
She should have been at the crib. And I done forgot what I was gonna say. I done got upset. But she should have been at home. Her redemption is just being there. Like you got the call back. That's your redemption to come show yourself. We aren't just gonna give you wins because people in the
The fan
community,
base.
whatever they want to call it, say, "Oh, she was robbed." So we're gonna rob Trinity so we could give Jan
Right.
back what she
I've
didn't
heard
deserve. I didn't like Jan on the season she was on. So
I've heard through a couple different videos that people are agreeing with the pick because of Trinity's runway outfit. They're saying
no,
Jan's runway outfit was better, so it kind of
no.
gave Jan the upper
That's
hand.
all into like style is unique. It's in the eye of the beholder. Something that Rue likes, I may not like. So let's just get into the runways because that's what's coming up next. We talked about the performance. We clearly said Trinity had the best performance. So now let's get
Yes.
into the runway. The runway this week is Thrills and Frills. I'm going to call it Rose 2.0 because every outfit looked like something Rose wore last
Ruffles.
season. All them damn ruffles and tulle. I pretty much hated everything that came across the stage. But let's get into it. I'm going to play along, Rue. You want to do the frills. Let's go into it. Ginger Minge is up first, and she is a chop.
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 Yes, I agree.
We've
Little
seen
Bo Peep.
Scarlett O'Hara, Little Bo Peep, Gone with the Wind. Every season, someone does it. Give me something new, Ginger. And the way you did it wasn't even cute. So
If next week is not an acting challenge and she does not win, Ginger needs to go home next. She needs
next
to go
week
home.
is going to be interesting because I don't know how they're going to do it, but it's the pink table talk
Oh
where
yeah,
they're playing
too.
off of Jada. And I don't know if that's improv or are they going to actually have a script. I don't know, but we shall
Mm.
see. Next week is going to be interesting depending on the format of that pink table. Um,
Improv, she should do good because she's a a scene stiller.
I think she will, unless she does too much. I don't know.
Mm.
But Charles Ginger was someone who you said would be in the finals this
She was
season.
my winner. She was my picked
Your winner
winner. I
pick.
said
And
Ginger would win.
Ginger is at the bottom of the barrel so far. Like she needs to pick it up. And I like Ginger, but she needs to pick it up.
Yeah, I
Maybe
said
we got all her
and
dancing
Yara.
challenges out the way.
Her and Yara were my final two, but Yara is gone.
Up next is Eureka. All I'm gonna say about this, number one, it's a chop. Number two, it was ugly on Ginger last week, so it's ugly on you this week. Stop with the ruffle pants.
Why does picture look like Meg the Stallion?
This picture reminds me of Candy Muse.
It reminds me of if Meg the Stallion did white chicks. This was what they would look like.
Meg would never wear them ugly ass ruffle pants.
Yeah, she would. Meg the Stallion wears some ugly outfits. I think it's a
Rex
chop.
hates her hair. I think it's a chop too. The hair was way too big. I agree, Rex.
Chopped.
Eureka. Let's keep it moving. Up next, this isn't a good picture of Raja because she was twirling a lot and I couldn't capture a moment of her. But I actually like Raja's dress. I think Raja's dress was beautiful. Her hair and makeup was beautiful. She gets a 10 from me
Mm,
because it was off the shoulder.
I like the dress, but I'm not. What color is her lips?
I
I can't.
don't know.
I don't know. But
Her makeup was nice.
if she had ashy crackhead lips, I would have been like, oh no, ma'am. Mm-mm. Her lips look real white in this picture, so that's why I
Oh
can't
my
tell.
God. It's just, that's her teeth. She's smiling.
Okay,
Rex loved it, but the dress swallowed her. The dress did swallow her. I hate these ugly ass.
so I guess 10.
rose
10.
dresses.
Tool. My
I hated
iPad,
it.
my text messages coming to my iPad.
I was about to
Angie.
say, Charles, if you say your iPad is about to die
No.
and you had all day to charge it,
It's 99%. 99.
okay, good. Up next, I love this picture of Kylie Sonique. I love that she had an all stone bra and then the frills were just falling. Her hair and makeup are flawless. Flawless. This is a wider picture of her dress. I didn't care for, like I said, I don't like all that tulle and ruffles, but I love the up close, the breast up. I love Kylie. She gets a 10 for me.
Yeah, tens. I loved her outfit. I loved her
This
look.
runway should have pushed her. And we're gonna get to the
That's what I
tops and the bottoms.
said.
We're gonna get
That's
let's
what
go
I
through the
said.
runway. We're gonna get to the tops and the bottoms
She was
because
top two for me. Top two.
yes. I already showed that one. Up next was Jan. Now, say something nice about Jan. I did appreciate Jan's color palette. I did like her outfit because I like all the tools of the back skirt and I understand the reference. But from the neck up, she looks like a ghost. The hair is way too blonde for that outfit. And I didn't like the head fascinator. But I did enjoy everything Jan is doing from the neck below. So she gets a 10 for me.
If if the goal was Wild Wild West, I guess she got it done.
That was the goal. One of those
Yeah.
saloon dancers
So
that flips their skirt like this.
yeah. So I guess tens for
Okay.
me. It's still
She
very
looks nice.
costume. I don't like costumey looks,
A frill
but
is a costume. Hell, half of them look like a costume. Let's keep it moving. Pandora is just a straight chop. I have
chop,
nothing to say about this. Look, it's ugly. Okay, chop. Let's move on
chop, clear
from
chop.
Pandora.
I told you she should have went
That's
home
what it
last
is.
week.
It's called a can dancer. That's what it's called. Yeah, Pandora's been here way too long. I didn't really get a good picture of Trinity. Her makeup was flawless. Her dress, is this the full picture of her? Her dress was flawless. I enjoyed Trinity's look. I thought she
Yeah,
looked amazing.
it gave me
It's
very
pageant.
much pageant
It's
queen.
pageant. Yes. So she gets a 10. Who's up next? Did I not get Yara?
Yara's gone. Oh, is she not going yet?
I don't think my picture of Yara uploaded, but Yara has the
Yara
crisscross
Yara got
hair.
tens for me. Tens for me.
I loved Yara. That's her signature crisscross hair. The dress, I guess, wasn't frilly. It was fringe, but I enjoyed her dress.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't have a picture of Yara, but she
Aesthetically, she looked
definitely.
great. She looked like a sketch. Like somebody could like make an anime character out of her.
Lord, Rex said they said Trinity's dress looked like bacon. Even if it did, it was a sexy piece of bacon. Trinity looked good in that dress.
Yeah, I think Trinity looked good.
Okay, this person deserves all four of these looks. First, we have Akira as the bud of the flower, just wanting to open up, just wants to blossom for you. And then she shows us the true beauty of the flower. Is it a carnation or rose? I don't know. But she opens up and she blooms for us. And I'm like,
I don't know.
Akira, you better wear this outfit. Then she spins and does all these high flips. And then the outfit falls to the floor in a perfect petal dress. Like, I've lived my best life. Now I'm going to die gracefully and let my petals just fall to the ground. I loved everything about what Akira did with this outfit. It was amazing. One of the best floral outfits I've seen. I like the drama. I like the color. This should have pushed her to the safe zone if we're counting runways. What do you think?
I I like it a lot. It gives me showgirl. It's like a Vegas outfit for me.
Yeah.
Um, I don't. What was the challenge? Like, what was the theme of the runway? Because nobody looks consistent. Like, there's no theme to me. There's
It was
no
called frills.
connection.
I don't even know what a frill is. It there's
Right. And what's frilly about this?
florals, the petals. I'm giving you stages of life, the thrill of your life. I don't know.
Maybe if she shook him a little bit, give him a little razzle dazzle, because it just looked like a yeah.
I called it Rose 2.0. Like, just come out in what you think Rose would wear. So I don't understand. But that was the runways. Let's get into the rest of the meat and potatoes of this episode. So we've seen and talked about the halftime performances. We've seen
Hmm.
and talked about the runway.
Yeah,
The
so give me your top,
tops,
your bottoms, your tops and bottoms.
okay, my tops
Top
would have
two,
been
bottom two.
Trinity top two or three.
Top two and bottom two.
My top two definitely would have been Trinity K. Bonet. And I would have put Kylie up there because I would have counted her runway and the way she did Steven Tyler. She deserves to be in the top two. If I'm going to pick a three, just out of fairness, I would have gave it to Jen. Jen would have been in my top three out of everybody. But top two, Jen doesn't make the top two. My bottom two, I don't care what nobody says. Eureka is the ultimate bottom for going like this all performance, and then Ginger's Fergie was a fool. So Ginger and Eureka would have been in my bottom two. And if I would have had to pick a three, Carol Channing's ass would have been down there too.
Oh my god. Oh,
Now,
okay, so I kind of agree, kind of disagree. I don't think we should pick top threes. I feel like it's not that many good performances for top threes. Top two, I agree. I think Kylie and Trinity, top two. Trinity being the clear winner. Bottom two for me would be Ginger and Eureka. I would have to agree with you. Not, but not for that performance. For her runway look.
the runway was awful
If,
too.
if we're gonna take both the performance and runway, Akira had a better runway look.
Yes.
So I would, she would be my bottom third. She would have been my her and Carol would have been fighting for third place. For bottom third. But yes,
Bottom
um,
third.
right. It would have been really bad for Ginger and Eureka to be in the bottom. So,
Telling you,
uh,
Charles, I didn't realize Eureka was in the top until I watched another YouTuber discuss their tops and bottoms, and they were saying how Eureka was in the top, and I said, wait, Eureka was in the top like the whole time. Eureka was on the stage last night when I watched. I thought she was in the bottom. I didn't. I thought. I just thought Trinity and Jen were the two tops, and everybody else was at the bottom. I didn't realize Eureka was even a top, which is Eureka being in the top is almost as bad as Jen winning.
mm, no, I think Jan winning is the biggest crime of them all. But
It's the biggest crime, but it was Eureka.
yeah. Eureka should have been either
Uh,
safe or in the bottom.
she should have been in the bottom.
Yeah.
Period. How can you tell? How can you tell Ginger the week before how much you hate them ruffly ass pants, and the Eureka comes out in the exact same bodysuit and ruffly ass pants, and she's in the top?
Because they loved her Madonna performance.
They
But
love this.
they loved her outfit. They loved her. You, Eureka does have presence now. She has presence, but it's still, mind you, Madonna. Oh, let me not even shade Madonna, but yeah, she's to me, Madonna's not the greatest stage performer either. But anyways,
Anywhere is so. Let's get into the votes because as of right now, the judges said what they had to say. Me and Charles do not agree at all, and Jan is the winner. Robbery. I'm surprised Trinity didn't have more to say. I watched Untucked and I wanted to see what Trinity had to say about this robbery, and she seemed to have taken it with a lot of grace. I wouldn't have been mad if she went off. But now we know Akira and Yara. Out of everybody, Akira and Yara are up for elimination. So we go in the back. Yara, to me, I'm not mad at Yara at all for how she acted. Like, I'm not about to beg y'all bitches. Because in Yara's mind, she's like, why am I even in the bottom? Like, why am I even here? Why am I even up for elimination? I understand where Yara was coming from. What do you think about how they, what do you deliberated about the votes in the back?
Was that untucked or was that on a regular episode?
No, that was a regular episode. How Yara, you know, Yara does a thing where she kind of cries, but she's
Oh,
like, I'm
I'm not
begging.
begging.
Like,
Yeah,
Yara
I
said
don't.
exactly what I felt like. She was like, I don't even know why I'm in the bottom. Where Akira kind of, pleaded her case.
Yeah, I think. Well, starting with Trinity first. I think Trinity was thinking back to the two times she's already pissed everybody else off. So she was like, I'm already being heavily watched, so I'm just going to keep it calm and cool. I think that was her purpose. Now, Miss Yara, I just think sometimes lost in translation. I don't think she really understood that the assignment was focused on lip sync. To me, she was performing and
Focus
focusing
on
on
the
the
dance.
dance.
And
So
she
I
had
think
that
that was
dance.
the lost in translation part. But she did say, "I didn't know which camera to look at. I didn't." She kept saying a couple different things that she knew she was messing up. So
This is the question I have for you, Charles. This comment right here. All the girls, we just gonna skip around a little bit. All of the girls voted for Yara. We've already seen that. I guess I saw
mhm.
that in Untucked. Whatever. Why do you think they held it against Yara? Because she didn't fight for her place to be like, oh, I guess she doesn't want to be here. Why couldn't they understand that she's not? It's not that she doesn't want to be here. It's that she doesn't understand why she's in the bottom. So she doesn't know what she's fighting for. Like, because this is the second time Yara has been in the bottom that I don't agree that she should have been in the bottom. So do you think it's fair for them to be like, oh, well, you didn't beg and plead your case, so we just gonna vote you out? I don't think it's fair that they held that
what do I
against her.
say? What did I say from the beginning? If you are ever in the bottom, you are fair and free to go home.
True,
Since
but there's no consistency.
this is not her first time in the bottom,
Nor
so
curious.
right. So I could see it as being open, like free game. Like to be
It's
honest, it
no,
should have been a
everyone was going
closer
about
vote.
track records. Like, no, be consistent or one, either be consistent or be honest. Number one, if you're going to be consistent and go by track records, at least Yara had a win. Akira hasn't won anything, and she's been in the bottom 2 weeks in a row. If you're gonna not be
Arguably, Yara
consistent,
has two wins because her group won last week, and Trinity was
true,
just crowned the best.
true,
So yeah.
and she was not bad. So Yara's track record is way better than Akira's. And then two, if you aren't gonna be consistent, be honest and just be like, bitch, we think you about to win, so you gotta go home. We ain't gonna let you slide in the bottom two another time because we might not be able to get you out again. I feel like that's how a lot of girls voted. A lot of girls voted out Yara because she's a threat, not because no bullshit. Oh, she didn't fight. They can't say track record. They voted out Yara because she was a threat, and I would just appreciate if someone would say that,
Mm, I
even
don't
if
know
it's
if it.
just a confessional.
I don't know if it was the threat part. I think,
Then what was
and
what was
but
it?
see that, but we weren't in the room, so we don't know the energy of the conversation. But Akira had a bomb ass outfit on, mind you, and Akira was groveling, telling them that she needed to be there. So maybe that positivity coming from Akira and that need to, be there in the competition was what they leaned towards, just off of clear energy versus the whole Yara's confusion. And it's just like, okay, just let her go home and think about it.
Yep. They said Akira wanted it more. I don't care. And I love Akira. I love damn near everybody there. This was a season that I really liked everybody. It was a curious time to go home. Like Yara, I understand how Yara is. It's hard for me to fight and be like, oh, I really want to be here. Oh, please, I can do better. When I feel like I didn't do shit wrong, I'm like, what the fuck am I begging for? But I shouldn't even
Right.
be here. And I felt like enough of the queens should have said, I agree, Yara shouldn't even be in the bottom. Like, why the fuck Akira? I mean, Eureka ain't over here. That would have been my mindset. And I was like, Akira can go home. I would agree with Yara. Like, why is she even here? Why is she even in the bottom? But it is what it
Well,
is.
it is.
Yara, who was probably me and Charles both had Yara in the final,
Yep.
damn near a winner pick, is gone episode 4. But let's get to this lip sync battle that has been ablaze on Twitter. Like it's been so much shade on Twitter about this lip sync battle. The lip sync assassin this week is Jessica Wilde. I don't remember her, but I kind of got a little refresher. I kind of remember Jessica, but that ain't the point.
You,
They did Britney
because you text
Spears.
me, you was like, "Who is Jessica?"
I was like, who is this?
I, I said from season 2. Yeah.
And I ain't remembering all the way back to season 2, but they did Britney Spears Womanizer, who a lot of people have said this is the Britney song we have been waiting for on Drag Race. They were ready for a show. That, to me,
But but
that
why?
lip sync was a chop. Chop.
Yeah. First, okay, so the rigory of it, the fact that they brought out Yara's best friend to send Yara home, that was very
But how would
calculated.
they know that Yara would
Um,
be in the bottom that week? They didn't know Yara would be in the bottom that week.
I'm sure all those lip sync assassins are in quarantine at the same time, and they don't know which order they're lip syncing in. I'm sure they're all in quarantine.
You think it's like that?
Yeah, and I'm sure the producers saw the votes, and then they said, "Okay, Jessica, you need to learn this song." And Jessica came down that night to do her battle, and they knew Yara was about to be sent home. It's very organized behind the scenes.
I ain't gonna say it's that organized that they figuring
So
out
why
which
would
lip syncers.
so why would Jessica be there? Jessica is not a lip sync assassin.
I don't remember Jessica, so I don't know. And like I said, that lip sync was a chop, so that was not assassin work. Jessica won it because her dance was at least cleaner than Jan's. Jan was doing that same Lady Gaga twitching bullshit to Britney Spears, and then the dip. Oh my god! When Jan hit that floor and bounced like a basketball, when you do your dip to the floor, you supposed to hold your pose for me.
Pow. Yes.
Jan bounced like a basketball and didn't even stay in her. I said, girl, if you don't get your ass up off of that ground, if
Jan is
RuPaul would have gave Jan Trinity's $10,000 from last week, I would have been hot. I already cussed Ru and Jen and everybody else out on Twitter, but I would have let loose a lot more fire. Chop. Lip sync was a chop.
I agree. I think lip sync was a chop. I think
No one gave me Britney.
there's
No
just
one.
something to say about white mediocrity. Jan is very vanilla. Jan is very let's go to Broadway.
Jazz hands, yes,
And
that is not
yes,
Britney.
Jan is very man in a wig. She does Jan does
I didn't
not
want to
give
say it.
me
I didn't want
Jan
to
does
say it because
not
I don't
give
want to
me
bash Jan.
feminine.
I don't want to bash Jan. I don't want to bash her. But Charles, you said it. And that is very true. Jan does not give me the life that other
No.
people give when they come down the runway. It's kind of like,
And
girl,
and I understand that the viewership, a lot of, Caucasian LGBT people identify
well,
with,
we have an agreement. He said, as a white man, Jan is very Brady Bunch. So
yes.
we aren't trying to be shady. We're not trying to
No,
bash.
it's
It's just not the same level of performance. It's
no,
very
no.
jazz hands, and you can't be jazz hands with Britney Spears. You can't do the Lady Gaga twitch to womanizer. And I'm like, what is she up here doing? How does she deserve to win? Trinity would have slayed that lip sync. Trinity would have
Hmm.
slayed, and she would have got her 20,000 that she
Oh
deserved to get
yeah.
last week.
Watching her eat Jessica Wilde would have been everything. Because
Yes,
it would have been a feast. Because she would have ate Jessica Wilde on that stage. Period.
totally. Because
Period.
Jessica was a chop too. Don't get it twisted. Her dance move was fire, but it was a chop because she did the same two-step spin,
And there's just
two-step
something
twirl.
about female impersonation that when you see certain people in drag, they give you, okay, women, if you're watching, please don't take this word to offense, but this is an LGBT word. They give you soft and cunt. That's what they say in the ballroom scene. They say soft and cunt, baby. They give you, Alyssa gives you that.
I love
Um,
Alyssa.
there are Trinity gives you that on the runway, even though she's very butch outside of drag. But when it comes to Jan still gives me very bro, strong,
Boy,
smash,
yeah,
boy in a wig dancing on stage because I want to be on TV and I think I can sing, so I'm up here.
no, I'm laughing at the comments.
Okay, yeah. But hey, that's what we're getting. What if Jan wins All Stars?
She will
Oh
not.
my
She
gosh.
will not. I would throw my whole TV in the trash.
Oh my god.
I would throw it, and I don't
Woo.
even pay for Paramount Plus, but I'll find a way to cancel it. I will find a way. No,
Mm.
no, no. Jen cannot win. Jen got her little $5,000. Jen will probably be gone next week, if not, definitely by Snatch Game, she'll be gone. So,
That like not I would have never thought looking at everyone from the beginning of the season that our front runners would be Raja, Sonique, and Trinity. Those three have like the
those
best
were
track
not on your
records.
cast assessment. They were
And
not when we did our video.
those and Scarlett is sneaking in fourth because Scarlett, even though she's blackfishing, she is definitely looking good every week. And she's coasting. What we say in Big Brother, she's
Scarlett's doing
floating.
good. I'm not mad. Scarlett can get past these dance challenges. She's actually pretty good at improv and acting. So
Yeah, she is. I think so too. Mm,
I'm telling you, a lot of the people who we thought should be in the top are sinking fast. Because like Ginger is sinking fast. Like if she doesn't turn it up next week, she deserves to go home.
but there's a lot of dancing, and Ginger cannot dance. And Ginger's outfits, sorry to her husband, sorry to that man, needs to be
He makes her
fired
outfits. Well, you better
immediately.
spend some coin. Spend that
We
money
need to
outside the
hire
household. Yes.
somebody else.
All of them are trash to me so far. I I don't really know what else to say, Charles, because this week reminded me so much of last season with Candy Muse, where we're just going to put people in the top and put people in the bottom for no clear reason. I can't watch another season of that, especially All Stars. I want to know what this game within the game is. That's really what I want to know.
Who do you think's
Because
coming back? Who do you think's
if
coming
one
back?
of the queens come back, Yara is coming back. Off of everyone who's voted off, Yara is the best.
But you have to remember somebody else. I think they might do it after like maybe one more person goes home.
They usually have five because it was 13, so they might do it at six. It's strange because it's uneven, and they usually have it even, and it's usually the sister challenge where someone comes back, where you have to make over somebody like your sister, and
Are they going to
whoever wins.
or are they going to do the lip sync show off where more than one
Yeah,
person can come back?
where they do two teams where like your group and your group. I
No,
don't
no,
know.
the one on one, like
Oh, I
Latrice
want them
and
to do that.
Monique,
I want them to do that.
the
RuPaul, I
Gia
want you to
Gunn,
do that.
Naomi
Yes.
Smalls.
And one person will be safe because that'll be, because remember last year, two people were safe and everyone else had to lip sync against each other. Rue, I want you to do that. That is what I want you to do. I already forgot who went home. Suki ain't coming back if it's a lip sync.
Who was the first? Because it's everybody.
Who
Who's the
went first?
first?
Serena Cha Cha not coming back.
Please don't.
Who went home second? Jiggly is.
Trash. So that's a no and a no. Who was
So
third?
Yara is coming back. Silky ain't winning no lip sync
No,
showdown.
Suki ain't winning.
Not with the people that are left.
But
No.
Yara might not win a lip sync either. Yara's not a great
Depending if she get it
battler.
Scarlet,
If she gets Raja, if she gets Trinity, if she gets
no.
Eureka, she's losing.
No,
If
she
she's
can
getting, if
Eureka.
she, no, Eureka's gonna
Eureka
beat her in lip
with her
sync.
two high kicks.
It if
With her
she
two
goes
high
in,
kicks.
if she goes against Kylie, Kylie can do cartwheels, so she'll probably win.
She needs to
Um,
get Eureka or Scarlet. And depending on who goes home
and
next.
Ginger
Or
could
a
be
Ginger.
Ginger. Ginger's good at lip sync, like not dance songs, but like in her
Yara is
past
gonna come
season
back.
when she lip synced, she did really good.
Yara's gonna come back. Please, Rue, let it be the lip sync off, whatever it was called last year. And but it's supposed to be a game within a game. That's not really a game within a game. But hey,
I still think Trinity's going home before the finals
look at you. Look at you. Look
because
at
every
you.
because everything that Trinity's good at, we've already done it. I don't. I don't
I don't think next week is going to be her challenge. Like next week seems like it's going to be an improv of being Jada at the Red Table Talk. I don't see
no,
a lot of people
not
doing good
her.
at this.
No, we already see her improv comedy was already a chop.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Yes. Um, Trinity. Uh, they can't send Trinity home, but hell, they just sent Yara home.
But Ginger hasn't been in the bottom yet, so technically Ginger has been safe the whole time, even though she has looked horrible.
Ginger has deserved to be in the bottom multiple times.
Right, right, I agree.
Look at what they said. Ginger is heading for an iceberg. Like if Ginger doesn't do good next week, she deserves to go home.
But
Like
the thing about our girl Ginger, if we have multiple acting challenges and improv challenges, she could win back to back to back out
she
of nowhere
could,
challenges.
because I'm assuming after this red table talk, Snatch Game has to be up closely, and then they still have to do whatever improv they do with Ross
Ross
and the
in the backyard.
comedians. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm,
We've got a
yeah.
lot of the singing and dancing out of the way.
I could
So
still
Ginger
see
might.
Ginger and Eureka possibly winning some acting challenges.
I agree.
I see. I still see Eureka in the final. I think Eureka will be
Well,
like three,
Eureka's
final
going to be
three.
placed at the final because she was just placed in the top this episode. So I can see her there too if we just put people there.
Yeah, I think Trinity's gonna go home before the end. I think Sonique is gonna go home before the end. Um, I think Raj is gonna be in the final. Raja is the one girl that's
Rasha
doing
has
good
been
now.
excelling all season.
Yes, that will be in the final. Out of the girls that have
Yeah.
been doing well, she'll be in the final.
And I want to see
Scarlett,
Raja there.
Scarlett can go home for me. That's just me.
It's still a lot of Drag Race left. It's only episode 4. There's a lot of twists and turns to this. There's a game within the game that we still don't know about, and I'm ready to see what's going to happen. Um, I really don't have anything else to say about this episode. I watched Untucked. Untucked, it didn't reveal much. It was
I didn't watch it.
more kumbaya. It's not Untucked of back in the day where they got it popping.
Right. Well, if anybody's watching this on the replay or live, make sure you subscribe to Kiss My Cheeks TV. Angie does her thing. Make sure you support her, you guys. Follow her here on Instagram. And you want them following you on Instagram? Well, because Instagram is
I
like more
don't care.
family. Instagram, Twitter, share her stuff, turn your bell on, make sure y'all engage,
All that good
support
stuff. And
her.
I'm gonna try to get Charles to do some videos on his channel too. So go ahead and subscribe to him as well. I want to say
Trying to
it's
bring me
Charles
back out
Warren
of retirement.
online. I mean, I like
Yes,
when we do
Charles Warren
things together, and
online.
it doesn't always have to be over here because I'm trying to really reel him into Big Brother this season.
Big brother, I don't know if I can commit my life. Somebody just bought some stuff on my website. Thank you for shopping. Thank you for
Definitely support him
shopping.
at Charles Warren Presents for the
.com.
natural.com for the
Store
natural
muscle. Mm-hmm.
muscle and ache relief. He has a great vapor rub that I live by, and a soak, a bath soap, and a lot of other products, all natural. And he has some other stuff to come. So support him doing that as well.
We
I
got
can't even
3
see what that is.
orders today.
Amazing.
Yeah.
He's doing his thing.
Thank you
He's always
guys.
selling out. So if you
Yeah.
see it, you like it, you better buy it quick because it does sell out fast. And we'll be back next week. Charles has committed to Drag Race. I have at least got him committed for All Star 6. I am working on Big Brother. It will be a hard pull, but
Yeah,
we
Angie's
shall
my girl,
see.
so when she called me, I'm down.
And I don't know what else is coming up. I'm sure whenever the challenge and the Survivor come back, he's down for that for sure.
Oh,
But maybe
Survivor for
not.
sure. For sure.
Yes.
For sure.
So we will see you all next week. I kind of like doing things live over pre-recorded. So I don't know if we're gonna commit to the schedule of 7 p.m. every Friday, but I'm willing to commit to the live, and I definitely will put the times up every week on Instagram and Twitter, so you will know when our live reviews of Drag Race will be. Do you agree, Charles? You like going live better than pre-recorded?
Oh, that's where we started, baby. That's
Yeah,
when we first started doing videos together. It was live on my
it
channel,
was
so
live. Yeah.
I'm always down for the lives. I'm
And
always
I've
down.
gotten used to my StreamYard. Like every week, I learn a little something different. So it will get better. But that's all I have to give. So thank you all so much for watching. And we will see what kind of foolishness happens on Drag Race next week. Hopefully, RuPaul wig will be straight. Hopefully, that will be corrected by next
Right.
week.
All right, you guys.
Bye.